All right. So this week, Ashley W. has one application for 577. Kayla R. has one application for 768. Nadia M. has two applications for 940. Janine A. has two applications for 1,800. Jeff G. has two applications for 1,850. Dawn T. has two applications for 2,940. Jennifer C., first-time writer, has two applications for 3,300. Way to get on the board there, Jennifer. Sarah Z. has two applications for 3,660. Chantel W. has seven applications for 10,310. And I have, myself, Paige L., have eight applications for 10,463. Altogether, our team total is 36,611, 29 applications, and 10 writers. So basically, we were able to help protect 29 families this week, which is great, and we encourage you all to keep at it. Okay, so this week we are very, very fortunate to have Cody Askins from Secure Agent Leads and Daniel Jankovic from Everquote. We had a lot of questions about leads in our WhatsApp group this week, so we thought it would be best to hear from the actual sources themselves about their leads. I was just tuned in this morning. Dom had a training in his office yesterday out in California, and I was listening to Stephen Yee as he was presenting out there, and he made a really good point, and that was that in the beginning, we had to drop mail, and then we had to wait anywhere from 2, 3, 4 weeks to start getting 1, 2, 3, 4 responses. That was agonizing. When you're ready to start and you don't have leads and you're waiting, praying people are opening their mail and praying people are filling that out and putting it back in the mail, it just is a long, agonizing process. And with these two guys who are going to talk to us today, we can get leads really quick, like usually 24 to 48 hours. And that is a business changer. So on that note, Cody, are you with us?
I am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cody. And I'm going to give it over to you for about 10, 15 minutes if you will tell us all about Secure Agent Leads and how they can benefit us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Team, thank you so much for being on. That's just incredible numbers and super exciting. So I'm honored to be on. So I really appreciate it. Also, Paige, if there's anything that you notice or have a question about or that I skip over, please jump in and ask. So, again, my name is Cody Askins. I'm the owner of Secure Agent Leads. We've been working with FFL for about a year now, and we've been really fortunate to do that. I said it twice in Vegas now at different FFL conferences that no one buys and works leads like FFL, and I really, really, really believe that. So I'm going to walk through a few things. I'm going to walk through how to order. I'm going to walk through our process. I'm going to walk through what makes us unique. I'm going to walk through my relationship with certain people in the company, and then I'm also going to give a few tips towards the end. And if there's any questions or anything that comes up, please feel free to jump in. So first off is how to order. So we made the ordering process super simple. We realize that agents, you just want leads as quick as you can get them. You want it to be good. You want it to be fast. You want to make some money. And so we have a link to what's called a Jot form order form. It's extremely simple. You click on the link, you fill it out, you get a copy of it, we get a copy of it, and then we start to set up your order. So that's how to order. That link, all the VPs and managers have, most agents have, and it's also in the FFL CRM. And if you think of anything to chime in or help there, Paige, please feel free to do so. And then as far as process, as far as our process, so for those that don't know, the way this works, or for even those that do, when you place an order through that order form, that Secure Agent Leads, FFL Discounted Leads order form, we receive the order, and our team, and you actually get a copy of the order form that you filled out as well as a receipt for your order, which agents like. Our team receives it. Our orders team receives it. And then we start to build out exclusive ad campaigns for that agent in their area. We run several ads per agent. And then once we set up, we set everything up, ads-wise, pages-wise. We even add your information to a thank you page with a call now button. And so once we set that up, it takes about, sometimes we set up within a few hours. Sometimes it can take a day, day and a half. So sometimes normally we've actually set up your campaign and emailed you a link to your Google spreadsheet within 24 to 48 hours. And then depending on the quantity, the lead type, the area, you can start to actually see orders filled same day, next day, or a few days later. Or if it's a different type of lead other than final expense, sometimes it can take a little longer just because our final expense leads are extremely, extremely quick. And we've noticed some increase in speed in our premium final expense leads, and those seem to be extremely popular lately. So we set up the order. We email you a Google spreadsheet link. And then what happens is you'll start to see leads come in. And so the process from a prospect side, though, is they will see an ad on Facebook. And once they see the ad on Facebook in several different locations, and if it's a final expense ad, it's an ad about like senior final expense plans, state-regulated burial insurance, et cetera, et cetera. And so they'll see an ad. If they want more information, then they'll click a button. They'll start down our funnel. And so we will take them to a lead form on a page, and we will ask them for their favorite color, name, address, city, state, email address, phone number, and date of birth. So we will collect that data. The reason we actually grab the favorite color, which is unique, is it's something that everyone knows the answer to, but it's a custom form field. So it does two things really well. It stops them in their tracks and makes them think about what they're doing, which makes it a little better lead. And the second thing is, even if they tell you, hey, I don't remember doing this, hey, Miss Betty, it was on Facebook. It had to do with senior final expense plans, and you put your favorite color was red, which I'm assuming you remember that now, right? And so it's that little extra memory jogger. And so we get all the information. They click submit. We then route them immediately to a thank you page with the agent's information. Hey, we've assigned a local field underwriter in your area to help you. They will be in contact with you shortly. If you'd like to go ahead and get your information immediately, go ahead and click call now below. And so we'll give them your name, phone number, and actually encourage them to reach out to you. And so we've seen it can vary by order just because it's up to the prospect to call. But we've seen 5, 10, sometimes even 15% or higher. But we typically say about 5 to 10% just to be conservative. And so then they go through that. That lead is immediately sent to your Google spreadsheet in real time. As it populates, our software actually adds it to that sheet. You're able to turn on notifications and actually get notified via email immediately. And so that sheet will start to populate. Sitting there and watching the Google Sheet's kind of fun because you can actually literally see, with bigger orders or bigger areas, you can actually see Google Sheets populate by the minute sometimes, which is really neat to see as leads come in extremely quick. So that's, without getting super detailed and just kind of giving you some quick basics and explaining things, that's our process. That's how we do things. And then we actually make sure there's also a new email that we just put together that's similar to the old one. So from now on, once we have your order set up, we're going to send you, our orders team is going to send you an email that has a link to your Google spreadsheet. It also is going to have a link to a 5-page PDF that we've built that has scripts and text and emails and calling tips and live dial examples and all that. it also on that email, we also provide how to turn on those email notifications, because those email notifications are big. So you want to know how to turn those on. In your Google spreadsheet, you can click under Tools and then Notification Rules, and then actually turn those on to be notified when something changes and be notified immediately to your email. And then we also add our replacement policy on that email, and then we also encourage questions to go back to the support team. Our orders team is always happy to help, but our orders team is focused on getting orders set up, out quickly, set up properly, in your hands, generating leads quickly. And then our support team, which is a different team in our office, is focused on, from a support standpoint, from a service standpoint, what can they do to help you. And so that's our process. What makes us unique is speed. Our leads can come in extremely quick. We've seen 60 leads come in, the same day before. Does it happen every time? No. But from a speed standpoint, it's unbelievable. From a variety of different lead types, and I may even forget one because we keep adding them: final expense, Spanish final expense, premium final expense, mortgage protection, life insurance. Mortgage protection, life insurance, which it actually says life insurance on it, and then recruiting, and now we've added Medicare supplement leads to that form as well. And then one thing I pride myself on, not only speed but also service. I really work with our team to provide the best service that we can. Also, at any time, if anyone ever has an issue or they ever want to talk to me in any way, I'm 100% okay with that. My job and our company's job is to make sure that you have the best experience you possibly can have from a customer service standpoint, and that we go above and beyond to do whatever you need us to do, and that you successfully make some money with our company. So that's kind of the things that make us unique. I even gave out my cell phone from stage in Vegas once, and now I still get a bunch of calls and texts, which I don't mind at all. I'm super comfortable with your company. I'm honored to be a part of it. I have a great relationship with a lot of managers, VPs, agents, even Mr. Sean. So very, very honored and blessed to be a part of this. As far as some tips, I'm going to give you 4 really quick tips. If you want to write these down in closing, as they would say, I'm going to give you 4 really, really, really quick tips to help you better work our leads, okay? So the first one is you need to turn on notifications in your Google spreadsheet. That's the first tip. There's some agents that still haven't turned on their notifications in their Google spreadsheet when they get leads, and I'm telling you it'll help because you'll know immediately, which brings us to tip number 2, which is calling immediately. You want to contact them as soon as you possibly can. There's stats out there that if you can contact within the first 3 minutes, it ups your chances by 400%. So turn on notifications, call immediately. The third tip is calling up to 6 times. The reason I say that is Harvard Business Review and InsideSales.com did a study. They worked 100,000 unique online leads over 3 years, and they did a dialing study. And over those 3 years, they learned that when you went 6 calls, you had a 90% chance of contact, which is huge. And so not only tip number 3, call 6 times, unless they say no, unless they book an appointment if you can't get a hold of them. And think about calling different times of the day. We're creatures of habit. Our prospects are also creatures of habit too. So it's very easy to call, at 2 o'clock every day. Well, why don't we try 8 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m.? You know what I mean? So change up those times, and also different phone number. Try a different phone number here and there at different times. And then the 4th thing is be creative. Door knock, text, email. There's a stat out there that most agents contact leads 0, 1, or 2 times, and I promise you there's more out there to exhaust. So thank you for your time. Paige, thanks for allowing me to spend a couple minutes. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer. But again, thank you for all the business. We're doing 15 to 20,000 leads a month with your company, and I'm very honored to help. If I can ever help any agent, please let me know. And Paige, thank you again.
Yes, Cody, thank you. And I do have one thing I want to mention in case we do have a lot of new agents. The way to access secure agent leads is through our CRM. So you're going to log in to Family First Life, go into the CRM. You're going to click the blue button up at the top left. It says Purchase Leads. That comes up with all the different options, and secure agent leads is one of those. I think a lot of people, it used to actually say Facebook with the Facebook logo. So some people, I think, are getting confused. They are logging in and going, there's no Facebook option. Well, secure agent leads is the Facebook option, okay? So I hope that helps everybody. And, Cody, I wanted to verify, you mentioned turning on the notifications in the Google spreadsheet. Just to confirm, does that mean every time you get a new lead, you get an email so you're aware of it?
Correct, yeah. So that's how it's supposed to work with Google. So you can actually go in under tools, and it's what's called notification rules. We can't do it for you because it's got to come set up from your end on your account. But then you can click when any changes are made to the spreadsheet, and when you get notified, which immediately would be the best option.
Okay, that helps a lot because I can remember the first few times that I ordered from you guys, it was like trying to watch the water boil, that old thing, and just sitting there like, when they're going to come in, when are they going to come in? I'm ready to dial. When are they going to come in? So this is great. We don't have to sit and watch. Okay.
Exactly.
Very, very good. Well, thank you, Cody, for taking time from your morning this early and sharing with us. It is truly appreciated. And while I have you, can we get your cell phone number for our team just in case they missed it at conference?
Absolutely, yeah. Feel free to text is honestly the easiest way to get a hold of me. Feel free to text me anytime. I immediately get on my team to help solve your problem. 417 is the area code, so 417-343-4397. Again, 417-343-4397. And again, it's Cody Askin. Thanks so much for the opportunity once again.
Thank you, Cody. All right, so guys, now we are going to turn it over to Daniel with Everquote, and I want to start, Daniel, by saying congratulations on getting your life insurance license. The people listening know how hard that is, and we want to congratulate you.
Very much.
You're
Hello,
welcome.
everyone.
Okay, we can hear you. So, Daniel, please tell us about Everquote.
Hello, Paige. Thank you for having me. So Everquote, similar to Secure Agent Mentor, we are internet leads generation company, and we generate life insurance leads for the Family First Life agents. We've been working with Family First Life also just about a year, and we were at the conference as well. I met a lot of you guys, which was a really amazing experience. But the sort of interesting thing about it is I myself got licensed, and so did my wife. So I'm going to be joining them with Family First Life in May and moving to Seattle. So I'm pretty excited about that. So you guys all made a great choice with Family First Life for sure. I happen to say that with confidence because I happen to work with probably 30 or 40 different carriers from the captive to the independent side. There's nothing even close to how the setup is with Family First Life in every way. So definitely a great move for everybody. That said, Everquote is where I've been for over a year now, working with countless agents. And, I've learned more from the agents than I have ever known on my own. So I've come to sort of put it together, and it's part of the training package when a new agent sign up. The sign up is pretty straightforward. They just have to reach out to me, and I send them the instructions to get on our website and sign up. The website is an easy platform that they can get onto with their phone, or they can get onto it with a computer as well. And once they're in there, they have the option to set up their customized zip codes where exactly they'd like to get leads. And we run the campaign seamlessly in the background in those areas, and they get the leads as we get. So it's a little bit different. It's not all the leads up front. It's a few leads a day type of thing. But then because of our deal with Family First Life, we actually match the initial deposit. So that ends up being a great value up front. And also, anytime one of your agent's page signs up, I believe you give them an extra $500 through our referral partnership. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Great. So just imagine putting in $500 and you have a $1,500 balance. The corporate agreement gives you a 33% discount on the lead costs, and that's like a forever thing. So our $13 leads end up being for you guys only $8.71. So you're going to be getting over 150 leads, let's say in the course of 1 to 2 months. a few a day type of thing just for your initial investment of $500. So that's a great deal. The other thing to do with us is not just to customize zip codes, but also understanding that we ask 23 pieces of information every time before we even give you the lead. The client would have to give us all of their information. So that includes their full name, their phone number, their email, their address. We don't do any P.O. boxes, which is great for you guys because you want to have the real address, not the P.O. box. Then we ask them for their date of birth, and the system calculates their age. We ask them for their height and their weight, and together with that, we're calculating their body mass index just to see if they're overweight or not. And then we'll ask them what they do for work, just because it's helpful for you to know what your client does for a profession. We ask if they're married. We also ask if they own their home or rent, so you can have an idea if it's mortgage protection or not. And then we'll also ask them if they're a smoker and what kind of health, if they have any health conditions, I should say. And specifically, we also ask what kind of insurance or life insurance do they have currently in place. If they do, what is it? And then what kind of insurance they're looking to get. So sometimes they say, for example, term. Then the question will ask, well, how many years term? And then what's the face value, just for example. So our leads are a mixed bag. It could be mortgage protection. It could be term. Could be whole life. Could be annuity. Could be final expense. It's completely a mixed bag. Unlike a lot of vendors in the industry who charge, for example, $200 to $300 for an annuity, we don't do that. If you happen to come across one of those, it'll be the same price with us. So that's a massively good, package deal, if you will. Exclusive leads are available, and we don't charge like an extra amount aside from maybe like $2.68. So it's a small extra charge for having exclusive leads come in as well. But Paige, I'd like to sort of leave it open up for questions, and because the website is pretty straightforward on its own. The training is about 3 hours long, so like they get all the call scripts related with us. But I'm really curious to see if you or any of your team members have like a few questions. I'll spend the rest of my time answering those.
Okay, I'll start with that. I believe there are 3 levels of leads, and then 3 different prices that we get the 33% discount on. Is that correct?
That's correct. So the first category of lead, we call that standard. It's a random age. It may or may not be a smoker. It might have health conditions. That's the most affordable lead type, normally priced $13. With the discount, you guys get it for $8.71. You can opt in for exclusive on that lead type. Once in a while, an exclusive lead comes in as well, and we only charge an extra. Normally, it's $4. For you guys, it's $2.68. Now, that's the first category of lead. It's the most popular one because you guys have instant issue policies up to age 85, even with health conditions with no medical exam, and also non-smoker rates for smokers. And that's why it's so popular, as you can imagine. Now, the next category of lead is just a little bit more expensive.
1 second. I'm sorry, 1 second. Can you give those prices again? I missed that.
Sure. So normal price is $13, and then an extra $4 for exclusive. For Family First, it gets discounted 33%. So it ends up being $8.71 each lead for a shared lead, which is you and 2 other agents. And then if you opt in for it, you can have an exclusive lead pop in maybe 30% of the time. And it's only an extra $2.68 charge on top of the $8.71. So it ends up being like $11 and some cents overall for an exclusive lead.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, premium is the second category of lead, and that's going to be people under 70, no smokers, and no health conditions. They're just a little bit healthier, really no underwriting issue, and you pay an extra few dollars for those. And that's going to be, instead of $8.71, it's going to end up being $12.06. And then for exclusive, same thing, an extra $2.68. The last category is premium, and that's people under 55, no smokers, no health conditions. And we actually check their body mass index to be under 31 so that they're not overweight. And that category doesn't happen as often because it's just less people fall under that category. But it's available. And instead of paying the normal $23 for you guys, it ends up being $15 and some cents. And for exclusive, it's an extra $2.68 charge.
Okay. And how do you opt in to get exclusive?
It's just a little checkbox during the sign-up. You're telling us, hey, I'd like some exclusive leads. We don't have an option to give you just exclusive leads, so it's going to be a mixed bag. You get some shared and once in a while an exclusive lead. Usually it's like a 70% shared and 30% exclusive split.
And let me just verify, the shared, it's ourselves and 2 other agents, but those are not FFL agents, right?
Correct, exactly. We never share the same lead with another Family First Life agent.
Because we can't compete with each other, and we don't want to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
So that is very helpful to know, and I hope everybody heard. You can't get just exclusive. We have all tried to twist Daniel's arm, but that just is not an option. You do get that mixed bag, and I can tell you from experience, the best way to maximize those is to call them right as they come in, because if you're the first agent that gets hold of them and sets an appointment, it's a huge advantage. And I did not realize that you're only competing against 2 other people, and if those 2 other people are not fortunate enough to be with Family First Life, they don't have the training we have, so we always have the upper advantage. Daniel, the last thing I would like for you to explain, we have just a few minutes left, is the ability to control our lead flow.
Okay, correct. So you can control which zip codes you want to get leads from, and you can even open up different campaigns for different areas, so you can run them independent of each other or different states even. And then you can pause your account when you're busy. So the training tells you that, hey, you're going to get a text message. The moment the lead was filled out, you get it just a few seconds later. When you get that text message, you call them right away. And you can also open the email while you're dialing. The email will be waiting for you as well, and that's all the pieces of information they filled out. Plus, it's available on our website at the same moment. So it's seamless. As they fill it out, you get it a few seconds later, and you're supposed to call them right away that second. If you're busy, that's okay. You just log into our website and pause it.
And, guys, I actually use that because I run in different counties. And Daniel, we were talking about this earlier this week. So, I dial on Monday. So on Sunday night, I'm going to go ahead and decide where am I running on Tuesday and Wednesday. Before I go to bed, I turn those counties on. So I usually wake up to a lead or 2 from Everquote, and then as I'm sitting at my desk dialing, more will come in. And I immediately call them, and it's a great way to real-time supplement your booking. And then when I'm all done, like I have everything booked now for Friday and Saturday, so I've turned everything off. Now I'll turn it on again Sunday night when I'm ready to dial on Monday. So it is very controllable. When I first got started, I was not using that feature, and I wasn't maximizing the leads, and I wasn't fully able to help protect those families or maximize my investment in the leads because, I was getting leads from everywhere and I wasn't running everywhere. So that is a great benefit with Everquote. And, we also were very fortunate with the secure agent leads, the Facebook leads, that we get to say where. So if you do run in different areas like I am, you can, just place different orders with that city center, and then you can get the lead flow that way. So Daniel and Cody, thank you so much for joining us this morning and helping our team understand your leads a little bit more. We did have a lot of questions going around this week. So, guys, these are 2 of the latest and the best way to supplement your lead flow. You hear in all our training, diversity of leads, you need that for success. So I hope this call has been very helpful to anybody. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to myself or Chantel. And Daniel, what's the best way to get in touch with you if they have questions specifically about Everquote?
Correct. So my cell phone is the best way. Give me a call, shoot me a text. I happen to work 7 days a week, so it's easy. 781-888-3336. I'll do it one more time. 781-888-3336.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys, and thanks, everybody, for jumping on the call. I hope you found it beneficial, and go make it a great week. Protect families. Bye-bye.